today is all about Xbox One S. We've been taking a little look. We basically, essentially bought, well, sort of both really. Both the Xbox One S 2TB limited edition, which we'll come to that in a bit because I've got a lot to say about that one.
I need more rounds.
And the Gears of War, which Michael won't let go of, which is now my console.
Nope, it's not.
Though I must say, I kind of want the white one more than this. Call me crazy, but I actually like the white one more. It looks so clean, so it just. If you took a photo of it, you'd understand. It just looks so good. Anyway, but so we bought the pair of them, which totaled probably
too much money.
Somewhere around the £700 or £800 mark. You know, it was a lot of money. And the boxes fell over.
Well done. Well done.
I know, yeah. Really clever.
You'd be really good at Tetris, I tell you.
Yeah. But, anyway, looking at the Xbox One S 2TB, which is my favourite because it's just a sheer white console. And I love white consoles. That's just me. I just love white consoles. The thing looks so clean. I mean, you know, it's like if you can't see it, then clearly it's just me. And then
someone's gone at this one with Dremels.
Yeah, Microsoft essentially attacked this one with a Dremel on the top. You know, to put the little scars in. But there's your Gears of War one, which, to be fair, it's the console I've been using. It is nice. It is a nice console, but let's be honest, they've both been going for stupid amounts of money, or people have been trying to get stupid amounts of money. Yeah. It's probably a better way of saying
£500.
$799 on eBay, $599 on eBay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now all of a sudden, because it's getting right near Christmas, we're seeing like $365 and stuff like that.
Reasonable prices.
Yeah, more realistic. But because people know they ain't going to sell them for that because there's not that many mugs out there. But what we really wanted to talk about was this: is why. For example, I collect a lot of games, right? I buy a lot of games.
Only one or two.
I've got pretty much every newest game going. So, you know, just looking at... I always actually put my games in front of the other games so you can see them on display. So I've got like Mafia 3, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition, which includes a Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered, Titanfall 2, Dishonored 2, Watch Dogs 2, Final Fantasy 15 and Forza Horizon 3. Which, by the way, you can whack on somebody else's console. You got a physical one.
Nope, it's been patched now.
Oh no! I know you shouldn't have told Major Nelson.
Yeah.
Has it been patched? Really?
Yeah, it's been patched.
Oh shit! Well, I told Major Nelson. He didn't even say thanks.
No.
Well, I'm an Xbox Live ambassador. That's my job. But
the ignorance of people. I tell you.
But the reality of it is that I own around 56 games on Xbox One, and they bring out a 2TB console. Now, yeah, okay, you can add a 2TB or whatever console you want to it in USB 3 format. But the question is, really, should you have to do that? Should Microsoft really have not brought out like a 4TB console? Something that's more realistic. I mean, I'm already using 2.5 terabytes and I don't collect every game and I don't play every game, but you've got games for gold and then you've got your collection to think of. Now, games for gold alone probably takes up the best part of what, maybe 70 terabytes a month? It's probably around
70 terabytes?
Sorry,
Gigabytes.
70 gigabytes a month.
Well, it all depends because, you know, it's 360.
Well, yeah,
Like
every game. No, but the 360 games. That's another conundrum, because if the 360 games supported on the Xbox One, you can also download it for the Xbox One. So the question is, which one are you putting it on? But the point is that there are several games out there that can go on multi-platform. as they try to bring, you know, the Xbox 360 into the Xbox One fold on the game side. But I just have no idea personally. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I've just got way too many games. But I do not understand why Microsoft make a 2 terabyte console limited edition. And it's a white console, the same as a 500 gig, same as a 1 terabyte.
Hey, they have done something right though.
And to make it even worse, it's £100 for 1 extra terabyte. What?
Well, I'll pull that out now.
You can get a 2 terabyte external hard drive for 70 quid with the lead, yeah. But Microsoft, the guys that actually build the thing, want to charge you £100 just to make it from a 1 terabyte to a 2 terabyte. Now, I would love for anyone, I would love for Microsoft to explain to me how that is even possible to have 1 terabyte more. It's literally like, it's like £1 a gig. If it was like, it doesn't quite equate, but it technically kind of is, you know? There's a slight difference, but the difference is actually lower, not higher, so...
Well, they have done something right. They haven't put a cap on how much you can add to it via...
Has anyone ever tried it, though? Has anyone really ever put a 4 gig hard drive on the back and said, oh yeah, it works?
No.
I mean, they've never actually stated that there's a maximum.
Someone's used a 6 terabyte on it.
Have they?
Yeah.
But I just don't understand why they're just trying to keep everything so cheap. And then when you do actually bring out something that's halfway there, i.e. the 2 terabyte, right, they turn around and call it a limited edition and then stop selling it in the shops. It's like,
no.
Really?
I can really understand if this one is limited edition.
Yeah, because that one's painted and got a very nice pad that I don't actually ever use. I just don't use this pad, and I won't use it. That's the pad that comes with it, but the pad I actually use is the white Xbox One S pad, which I actually bought before I bought the Xbox One S. I bought this for my day one, because I don't like using the day one, so because I don't want to put any wear and tear on it. So I bought basically what is a generic Xbox One S pad. I won't use the Gears of War one, but I just fail to understand how 2 terabytes is a limited thing. I mean, if they tried doing that with phones, they'd be crucified. If they did that with phones and said, oh, we'll tell you what, let's make it, let's bring out a 4 gig phone, and everybody's expecting a 72 gig phone.
They already do that with phones now.
What?
Hello, Apple.
Yeah, but they'll do at least 16, well, they do like what, an 8, 16, 32. That's kind of the industry standard for that. But what I'm trying to say is, why is the industry standard? I have got an original Xbox that's got a hard drive in nearly the same size as them. No, I've not really. But it's 160. But it's 160 gig compared to a 10 gig. So you understand, it's 16 times bigger in proportion from that era to now than Xbox actually is. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. I would love if somebody would explain to me what makes... I mean, you can buy a 500 gig, no problem. You can buy a terabyte, no problem. You get a 2 terabyte. Not only was it limited edition and limited stock, but it's £100 more.
Oh, they just want a... They just want a...
That's called... It's called... No, it's... Let's say how it is. It's called milking it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Microsoft are milking it. And then, of course, you've got to get the Kinect adapter. Now, have you ever seen anyone sell a Kinect adapter? Now, I know that Microsoft actually will supply them for free. They will supply them for free, because I have kept my Kinect. I am keeping my Kinect. So they will sell, and they actually rang me on Friday, yesterday, and he said, is that Mr. Dyson? I said, yes, it is. He said, yes, it is Microsoft. We're just checking that you received your Kinect adapter. I said, no, I haven't yet. They went, okay, well, it will take. It can potentially take up to 28 days. So they were doing a study on how fast they get out there. Well, I've not had mine, so that was that. But it was nice that they rang. It was very customer friendly that they rang, But
they were just making sure that you weren't causing Judgment Day.
I'm not Simon Dyson. You know that, don't you, right?
I'm
I'm the other one. I'm probably the good guy. But I just don't get it. It really shafts it. Do you remember when fucking Peter from fucking, what do we call it? Family Guy. When he turned around and went, you know what really jerks my chain? Right, that really jerks my chain. I cannot stand the fact that there is not like a 4 terabyte console available publicly for the same price as the 2 terabyte console.
You need to study up on your Family Guy stuff.
Why?
It's grind his gears.
Yeah, grinding his
Naughty.
gears. Oh, what did I say?
Jerking his chain.
Yeah, knowing Peter, he does that as well.
Most likely, yeah.
I probably watched the porn version.
Terrible.
But so that was the conversation. Realistically, I just don't understand how you're only on 2 terabyte. Your collection's bigger than 2 terabyte. You're adding Xbox 360 games into it. You've got games for gold. You're giving away games for free to Xbox Live members. How are you selling only a 2 terabyte in limited edition format? It makes no sense to me. I just don't get it. This is not the way things should be. Microsoft, you've already made mistakes with the DRM shit. Stop doing this. At least on a PlayStation, you can take the fucking drive out and whack another one in, download from the fucking PlayStation website all the stuff that needs to make that drive work, and voila, the PS4's fucking running exactly fucking perfect. You can't even do that on yours. You've got to break the warranty seal to do it. It's a joke.
Even on a PS4, it's actually limited.
It's not limited to like 1 terabyte.
It's limited to 2 because as soon as you hit 3, the hard drive size goes up in dimensions slightly, so it doesn't fit in.
It goes up in dimensions. You mean physical size?
Like, not like
height.
That. Up in height, so it doesn't fit.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, even in the Xbox One S, right?
You can put whatever hard drive you wanted in that.
They have got the space. Even in the 40% smaller version, in the S version, they have got the space. I mean, fuck me, you could fit a bulldozer inside the fucking Xbox One day one. They was a really good design. I mean, they really went all out on that one, I think, personally, you know.
Solid.
They might be the ugly fucking, you know, older brother, but I'll tell you what, it was the best console by far.
Well, it's still got better class to it, come on.
And then, on top of that, and I've got to bring this up, the absolutely shambolic thing that was the Mini-NES. People were expecting that for Christmas, wasn't they? You know?
Well, we all know we can get one better than that anyway.
The Mini-NES the release was a joke. Like an absolute joke. So many people got let down. It was what was supposed to be.
Well, it was meant to be...
It was meant to be a celebration and a look back at what made Nintendo
also,
a gaming
it's also
company,
Nintendo's... Really. No, it's going to be like when they release Pokemon Go. It's just like bang, back out there.
Well, they kind of fucked that up as well, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Pokemon Go. I mean,
yeah,
when 14 million users drop something in a fucking week, or 4 million? I think it was 4 million actually.
It was something daft like that.
Yeah, there was but in a month I think it was 14. In a week I think it was 4. It was essentially losing people at 4 million a week. Yeah, because it's a fad. And then when they actually get to release some hardware that they promoted and all these people have pre-ordered, I'll tell you what, let's not fucking make any. There's a really good fucking idea. Let's just disappoint everyone.
Do you know what I find hilarious though?
I mean, God knows where everybody, whatever you do, if you're gonna buy a Nintendo Switch in fucking March, don't buy it from anywhere other than Nintendo or Game, because nobody else could get hold of anything to do with the fucking... I mean, the Mini Nintendo. And as I said in my blog, how many of them could you fit on a pallet compared to Xbox One? 2-3 times as many. Maybe 4. Maybe 4 times as many per pallet, and it could supply less. which means that they've done a really bad job. Well done, Nintendo. Absolutely fucking useless cunts you are. And everybody else turns around and goes, what, you didn't know they was going to do that? No. Well, why would I know they're going to do that?
Well, you don't expect that from a premium company now.
Oh yeah, there was loads that was expecting it. Loads expected it. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're a fucking idiot if you think Nintendo's ever going to supply that. I was like, why?
No, they.
Well, do you remember when they did this with the Wii U? Do you remember when they did this with the Wii? Do you remember when they did this with the fucking Nintendo 3DS XL? And it was like, well, no, because I don't buy them all. I'm not a fucking Nintendo freak like you are, obviously. So some people really fucking know that they do this every single time. But why do it with something that's so fucking retro that is meant to show off what you've accomplished and how many nice games you've got in a little mini HDMI package? You've ruined it! You've fucking ruined it. And that's the fact. That's the truth.
That's why we use RetroPie.
It's why a lot of people do.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
But
after this, well, I think I showed you it already, but still. Can we get some positives out of the Xbox One S?
Well, the Xbox One S is fantastic.
Well,
the Xbox One S is fantastic. It's a fabulous console. I've really enjoyed using it. I've really enjoyed playing on it. I have zero issues with it whatsoever. And I get fancy noises, same as most of the, same as like the Forza. The Forza 5 did a motor engine one, didn't it? Right. Well, this one does the soundtrack to it, kind of thing. It's really good and it plays really well and no issues. Got absolutely no issues with it at all.
What?
Other than the fact it's red.
Fucking sell the red one then.
Not the white one.
Shame.
Sorry, I prefer the white one. I do. I know everybody wants a Gears of War one, but I actually prefer the white one. That's me.
You got like.
But I started playing on the red one first, and that's it. Now my accounts on it, and you know, it's shit. I don't know. It just is.
It's not hard to remove your account. Come on.
Yeah, but I'm lazy. I'll just fuck it. I'll just keep the red one. I'll sell the white one. Keep the red one. Once it's gone, I'll be happy. But it's just like having two girls in a room with you when you want to have sex. It's just like it kind of doesn't work. You know, you kind of want to. You know, kind of want to have fun with both of them, but can't. But yeah. Anyway. What?
I'm gonna retrieve back into my hole.
That's where I've been trying to retreat in every girl that I've found so far.
Terrible.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been an interesting combo. And
yeah.
Giggity. I just thought, really, if you just made a bigger hard drive and didn't call it limited edition on a 2 terabyte. I mean, if you actually top it up every single game that actually works on an Xbox One, how many terabytes would that actually be? I suppose that's something. One of you out there could work this out. Tell me how many terabytes every game that's now compatible from 360 or has ever been released on Xbox One, Games for Gold, the lot. Tell me how many terabytes it would be. I would love for one of you stat boffins out there to tell me this. I would fucking, Jesus Christ, I might even send you something free.
Talk nerdy to me.
Yeah, talk nerdy to me. Yeah, I want to know how many gigs and terabytes, or terabytes and gigs, there are between anything that I'll play on an Xbox One. I just want to know that for my own personal, because I am a fucking anal cunt when it comes to Xbox One. I am. Oh, on another note, by the way, I'm selling an Xbox One Day 1 edition, which is like brand new. I'm selling the white.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to sell a white one, the white S, and I'm selling a white PS4. So make sure you check out facebook.com/gaming guys community. You'll see all the pictures on there.
Terrible.
It's just shameful plug.
Fuck's sake.
But you know what? That's what I do. Anyway, we'll catch you guys later. And hey, if we don't see you this side, have a very Merry Christmas. What do you reckon?
Only mirror.
Yeah, I mean get drunk.
That's more than
what fucking hell do you think I'm doing? Take it easy.